Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a young man from El Salvador, sought a better life in the United States. He was a legal worker, a contributing member of society, and a loving husband to his American wife. Kilmar worked diligently as a sheet metal apprentice, his days filled with the promise of a brighter future. He had a valid work permit, proof of his legal presence and commitment to building a life in America. Kilmar's story is not unique. It reflects the aspirations of countless immigrants who see the United States as a land of opportunity. Yet his life took a drastic turn, highlighting the precarious reality faced by many immigrants, even those on a path to legal residency. Kilmar's dream was shattered when he was suddenly detained and thrust into the complex and often unforgiving world of immigration enforcement. Despite having legal standing with a work permit, Kilmar found himself facing deportation, a terrifying prospect for anyone, let alone someone who had diligently followed the rules. His detention and the looming threat of deportation sent shockwaves through his family and community, a stark reminder of the human cost of a system that often seems more focused on punishment than on fairness. Kilmar Abrego Garcia's case took an even more harrowing turn when he was deported to El Salvador, despite having a court order protecting him from such an action. This was not merely an oversight, it was a blatant disregard for a legal order, raising serious questions about the processes and accountability within the immigration system. The deportation separated Kilmar from his wife, his home, and his life, leaving his family in a state of agonizing uncertainty and despair. The government's rationale for targeting Kilmar was as shocking as it was unfounded. They alleged that he was affiliated with the notorious MS-13 gang, a claim vehemently denied by Kilmar and his lawyers, and crucially, unsupported by any credible evidence. This unsubstantiated accusation had devastating consequences, painting Kilmar as a threat to national security and justifying his swift removal from the country. His deportation became a stark example of how easily individuals can be caught in the crosshairs of an immigration system that often prioritizes expediency over due process and fairness. In a remarkable turn of events, the highest court in the land, the United States Supreme Court, intervened in Kilmar Abrego Garcia's case. The court ruled that the Trump administration had acted improperly in deporting him and ordered the government to facilitate his return to the United States. This decision was a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of the justice system to rectify wrongs, even in the face of immense political pressure. Despite the Supreme Court's clear and unambiguous ruling, the government's response was slow and inadequate, marked by a blatant disregard for the court's authority. The administration's foot-dragging and lack of urgency in complying with the order raised serious concerns about its commitment to the rule of law and the sanctity of the judicial process. Their inaction only compounded the injustice already inflicted upon Kilmar and his family, prolonging their agony and casting a dark shadow over the very principles of justice and accountability that the government is sworn to uphold.